Colon cancer affects more than 100,000 people a year, and cases are increasing as people become more aware of its seriousness. The Push-Up Foundation is set to host their 4th annual Victory Lap event to raise colon cancer awareness and advocate for early detection. Joining me to talk about this is organizers and survivors of the disease, Keith Rollins and Kathy Mathiason. Good morning to you both. Thank you both for coming in. We appreciate your time. I was reading up on both of your stories, and Keith, I recall it was you that you had this pain that wasn't going away, and although the initial test turned out to be benign, there was a much serious problem, a more serious problem.
Yes, there was. I was working out and had some pain on my backside, and turned out to just be some ingrown hair issue. But later, with a colonoscopy, they did find a tumor up inside me. So thankfully, I had that ingrown hair that led to them finding the tumor. And then I had surgery, had some chemo, and here I am, 3.5 years later, cancer-free.
I think I'm only asking a follow-up question to this because I think these types of stories really resonate with people, and that's part of the conversation, right? Talking about your own experience. So you had an ingrown hair that was taken care of. How long after did the pain or symptoms persist that made you go for additional testing?
Well, that's the interesting part. I didn't have any pain. It was really just from the initial diagnosis. Wow. And so when I went to the doctor, he said, hey, have you had your colonoscopy? You're 49. And I said, well, I thought I had to be 50. And he said, no. The new age is 45. And I said, well, I had no idea. So thankfully, I went to the doctor, and he persuaded me to get that colonoscopy at 49, and they found it. Yeah. Now, if we would have done it at 45, could have been a different story. Could have caught it a lot earlier. May not even had cancer. May have just been a simple polyp removal, but turned into something more serious. But thankfully, the treatment was there, and I'm good to go now.
Kathy, talk to us about what colon cancer means to you, your story, and really what you want women to know about the disease.
Absolutely. I was healthy, working out, eating well, going to the gym. And in January of 2020, I had some bleeding, and it was not normal. Went in, had a, couldn't get into my digestive doctor, so went to my primary, and then they suggested that I do a colonoscopy. Waking up from my colonoscopy with papers in hand to go and schedule an appointment with a surgeon. They found a tumor. Fortunately, they were able to remove the tumor, no chemotherapy. Wow. So that was in April of 2020, and so I'm cancer-free. I go in for my colonoscopy again for follow-up in April.
Every 6 months, do you, or once a year?
Really once a year, and then they push you to every 3 years.
Yeah.
But it's something that I really want to know annually and not wait 3 years. Yeah. So that's definitely an option too for getting testing. And you know, typically that's not something women think about for colon cancer. We go in and we have our mammograms and our well woman, but this was just a again, I was over 50, and so had I had the colonoscopy at 45, I certainly could have had the polyps removed and avoided the surgery.
Yeah, and I think that's the beauty of having these types of conversations. You know, hopefully it sparks something in someone to say something if you don't feel right. You are your own advocate. You're your own best advocate, and so you know better than anybody else does. And so hopefully people listening right now, if you have pain, talk about it, get it addressed, go to your doctor. Keith, talk to us about this Victory Lap and of course the foundation.
Yeah, super excited. When I was going through chemo, I was just thinking, what can I do to make some impact in my community?
Something to look forward to too, right?
Absolutely. I was coming out of chemo. It was kind of during COVID. I wanted to see my family and friends. So we all gathered around in Memorial Park, and we did a quick 5K. And I just wanted everyone to wear their shirt, Victory Lap shirt. So people would ask, what's the Victory Lap? So ultimately, to make impact, we need to get people to take action. Now, again, the age to get your colonoscopy is 45. So as many people as we can get to push up Push-Up Foundation, the age to get their colonoscopy, whether it's pain or not.
Yeah,
We want them
absolutely.
to take care of it because it's a silent killer.
Yeah.
It's something simple. It's very preventative. So as many people we can impact to take action, we're doing our job and we're making the impact we believe we need to do.
What is it about colon cancer that has people apprehensive? It obviously is an uncomfortable topic, right? For some at times.
It's the dirty word.
Right, it's the dirty word.
But you know, it's so simple these days.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did before and why that got that moniker. But ultimately, you get a good cleanse.
Yeah.
Man, you get a good sleep. You wake up and they tell you everything's good.
I had one done a few years ago, and I always tell people I've never felt so light. I felt amazing. And I was well rested after, hungry, but very well rested.
Yeah, you get to have a nice meal when you get done, but generally everything is going to come back very normal. You know, you go to the dentist to get your teeth cleaned every 6 months.
100%.
Why not just
Great
go take
perspective.
care of everything?
Absolutely.
You know, it's simple. You know, just go get it done. If you don't know who to call, we can help you.
Yeah.
We can tell you who to call. Again, getting people to take action is key.
Kathy, talk to us about where the proceeds go with this event and the foundation.
Mostly awareness.
Awareness.
Right.
So
Okay.
Kathy's new to our
Go
foundation.
brand new.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
It's funny, Kathy and my wife were friends many years ago.
I
and
was
they
wondering how
reconnected.
this all came to fruition. Okay.
They Trader Joe's. They bumped into each other
Isn't
and
that
they
something?
reconnected. Every single cent goes to awareness.
Yeah.
We're a nonprofit, 100% 501c3. We're legit. So we do collect money and we use it for awareness programs throughout the community. We have different kiosks in doctors' offices, and we're prevalent at other types of runs. We try to get ourselves out there. Again, anything we can do to get people to take action. Memorial Park is where we started, but we have moved it. The location now is Highline Park Restaurant, and we go up and down the Heights hike and bike trail.
Oh, yes.
And then afterwards, we get to have some nice light bites
Yeah.
and a drink. It's a victory, right? It's a
love
victory
that.
lap, so let's celebrate. And it doesn't have to be colon cancer. That's what we're focusing on because March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. But any type of cancer, if you had a diagnosis and you're through with it, come and celebrate with us. Have a victory lap. Or if someone's going through something and you have family, the family can come out and
Friends,
honor them.
absolutely.
We'd love to talk with you and share everything that we went through and see if we can help in any way.
Support, right? It takes a
right.
community.
That's right.
Well, we so much appreciate your time this morning. Remind folks when they can get involved, where they can get involved.
Yes, so the victory lap is this Saturday, 8 a.m. You can sign up.
Not
right
too
now.
late, not too late.
No, not too late. We have plenty of steps. You can sign up. It's pushupfoundationhouston.org. Go on, click through the prompts, upcoming events. It's a simple process. Love to see you there. 8 a.m. this Saturday. It's a beautiful weather.
Yes.
Thank you. It always is. And we'll have a victory lap together.
Yes, and we of course will put all of this information inside this article on our website, clicktohouston.com, making it a little easier for you if you want to participate. But again, we so much appreciate your time this morning. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Cancer survivors.
V for
We love
victory.
it. V for victory. We will take it. Keith and Kathy, thank
Thank you.
Thank you.